finally.
Okay, so I'll let you guys do your introductions. I'm just gonna hit for now.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm 8-Bit. I've been playing this game way too long. I'm surprised I got my computer to boot, and I'm very glad I did. I think I've played this game for this exact marathon for a few times now, but this is X6 all stages, the most common category, and has the least amount of RNG for all stages, so that's why I preferred easy. But good to go whenever. Kiyoshi here is also helping me on commentary, just for things here and there.
Yeah.
Just whenever you're ready, just do a quick countdown, and we'll get things started.
Okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Nice, that was Gate. We'll see him later. He's a jerk. But I think he like found a piece of Zero or something. I don't know. He's kind of mad.
Yeah, he's a very angry boy.
So first real thing was Saber wall climbing you saw there and there. Just like in the ZX games, you can cancel momentum or horizontal momentum off of walls. But you can do it with just the Saber in this game. Whereas it's a lot more simple in the ZX games. You can do it with the lemons or the Saber. So we got the Saber because Zero died in X5. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. But yeah. So it's really slow, and people make fun of it all the time for being really garbage. But it actually has a pretty good DPS for the most part, so I'm gonna be putting that to use immediately. So you're supposed to go up and hit the eye a bunch of times, but it turns out to be like around 10 seconds faster if you start off with body shots instead. So that's what we're doing. The air dash is the same damage as the Saber. Oh jeez, I messed up. Yeah, it's whatever. Missed a few hits. It was kind of bad. Have you seen that guy before?
Nah, man.
Nah, me neither. So this is Hymax. He's just Vile 2.0.
That's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah, but he kind of looks like Cell too.
So,
Yeah, just a little bit. He has the same like head crown or whatever. So we're going to Turtleoid first, or initially, because we want to pick up our good friend Zero, who definitely died.
don't worry, guys. Later on, explain that he hit himself to the parents.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to pretend that plot in Mega Man games made any sense to begin with, to, you know, try to argue that that's like bad plot-wise, but think as you may.
I mean, it is when you're literally half a torso.
And you forgot the half a torso and also impaled.
Oh, yeah.
Except the same thing happened to X, but he got saved by a magical hologram.
Yeah, so the main gimmick in this stage pretty much right now for him is basically destroying the little ball things right here, which is keys to destroy each portal. He's gonna have to do that pretty fast. And come up with like a little jump here.
So yeah, you have to destroy a certain number of these keys to unlock the generators, and then you just do that. That's the whole gimmick of the whole stage. It's pretty linear for most of it, but here in the alt area, it's going to get a little more complex, but I have this memorized, so it doesn't matter.
Basically, in this alternate area, he's pretty much going to just come here and pick up Saber Plus and Hyper Dash, which you're going to need later.
Yeah, that was
for
Saber
Zero.
Plus.
Yeah, so Saber Plus is the bottom, and I think...
No, that was Saber Plus. Hyper Dash is the bottom one. This is Hyper Dash.
So, we're gonna need those later on for Zero, and we're gonna do a neat little glitch afterwards to equip both of them at the same time.
The routing in this game is actually pretty complex for a Mega Man game. Typically, you would just go to whatever stage is shortest to unlock Zero, which would be Majinian or Yamark, but the reason we come here is specifically for those two parts, because they make Zero ridiculously OP within a few stages. Zero always screams like that when you hit him with the slash, but if you air slash him, he doesn't think it's his weakness for some reason. So he just doesn't do anything. This is the legendary hit himself while he repaired himself cutscene, but I'm not playing that. So this is Shield Sheldon. He's a shield with a Sheldon in it. I don't know what either of those mean in combination, but it's like a clam, I think. Normally this stage is pretty easy, but if you do really dumb strats like I do, then it becomes ridiculously hard. So, let's do that. If you get that laser to open this door early, you can save like 5 seconds, but it's hard. So that's SDC. You see that a lot in X4 and 5. That's what people typically associate with speedrunning for the PS1 X games, but it's actually the only time we're going to use it, or we have to use it necessarily, because his weapon basically entirely replaces it. So now, instead of mashing, slash a billion times, now we can just hit slash once, and the game instead does like 1,000,000 damage. Basically, I'm cheating, but with an intended cheat. That seems like how this entire game works for the most part.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that later down the road, or in the run, that you're just going to start expecting that, oh, physics in this game are pretty wacky, or I shouldn't really be breaking the game this bad. Basically, at the end, Capcom pretty much forgot to code anything properly in this game.
Yeah, this game is notorious for not being, well, one, it's notorious for being rushed. I don't know if there's necessarily an argument to even be made there, but there is an argument to be made about playtesting, because they did not at all. This is really basic. I'm not even, doing anything special. I literally just equipped this weapon, and now I just do 1,000,000 damage. It's supposed to be like a really bad shield, but instead it just makes your saber ridiculously broken. Like, your slash is only supposed to hit like 2 or 3 times max during its animation of 1 slash. But every time the animation changes, period, it does damage with guard shell. Whereas normally it wouldn't do that at all. It only works on some bosses, does not work on this guy. Well, at least. Like in X4, some bosses, you know, iframes get triggered from any slash, regardless if it's a first or second or whatever. That was a really good fight.
I was just about to say that as well.
Yeah, Maginian can be a really big jerk, so that's nice. That helps. So this is where there's the main route difference between easy and normal. On normal, you could grind enough nightmares to get A rank immediately out of Maginian, and then you could go straight for Turtloid with your parts that you picked up when you got 0. But on easy, you can't grind enough nightmares for that to work, so you have to do a 3rd stage. You need 500 souls to get A rank, and you get 200 per boss, and then like 8 more. Or, yeah, pick up 8 nightmares, and that'll put you at 504. But I can't do that, so instead I just have to kill 3 bosses and get 600. I think you lose time initially, but over the course of the run you save like 15 seconds over normal, on average. But it has a lot less RNG, so overall I think the run is just better. Less grinding. And less RNG in general. Not bad RNG. It's whatever though. It doesn't waste that much. .40 is a pretty good IGT. Not bad. Alright, this is where the fun starts. So, frame perfect dupe. And now we have 2 parts on 1 slot. So now we move really fast, and our saber does like way more damage, and also changes its physics a bit. I don't know, this game is weird. Ugh. Yeah, that was a good stage.
much you can really complain.
Yeah, I didn't mess up anything too bad.
Yeah.
Aside from right before that second generator, that was really sloppy. Thank you, Deathline. I appreciate your appreciation. So I was messing around with the hard cycles in this stage while my computer was blue screening, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through with that. They save like oh god. Oh, okay. I thought I killed my mic. It's back.
Okay, I was a bit scared, dude. I was like,
I bumped the USB and it like twitched on and off. But we're good. Oh, okay, so now I'm invincible and I'm really strong. So, well, not completely invincible, but close. I can still be crushed or fall in a pit, but... Alright, nice.
yeah, if you're someone who's running this game,
Don't do that.
You're gonna. You start doing cycle skips, you're gonna die.
Do not repeat, as I do.
Because you're gonna have a hard time.
Speaking of hard time. No, I'm... okay, I almost went for it. Oh, fuck. There's a cycle skip you can do right there. If you fit between that gap, it saves 8 seconds, but you can also die, so... I could do that again here. It saves like 4 seconds, except that one's even dumber. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, unless you want to go for a 19 or 18. By 19 and 18, I'm referring to the IGT. IGT is the main standard for this game, because there's like a million RTA versions, so, or different releases.
Yes, to IGT.
Yeah, that way all the versions can be somewhat comparable. There's still some differences here and there. Yeah, yeah.
I'd say more competitive.
Yeah, of course. Well, there's like some weird things here and there. Like JPPS1 probably has an advantage because there's exclusive glitches that will one day be faster. And PS2 X Collection is slower because you can't do the cycle skips in this stage because of some weird bug. So there's versions that are like probably faster and probably slower, but most versions are fine. And if you're not going for a ridiculous time, it doesn't matter.
Or you could just do.
Yeah, you could do XLC too.
Yeah.
The new Legacy Collection is pretty good. I mean, it has extra input lag, but it's not very... There's not anything, like, bad on the version. I mean, it's garbage for X5, but for X6 it's fine. Okay, so this stage is, like, the worst. In normal. It's still garbage here, but bit better. Boss dying in 2 hits. Yeah, that's the thing with Guard Shell. Like, so your first 2 slashes on most bosses, like MSP, Shark Player that we just did, The first 2 slashes, because they try to set it up for combos, they don't trigger iframes. So basically, I just equip Guard Shell where it does like 1,000,000 damage, and I get really close, and then I just do a 1 slash, and it doesn't trigger his iframes, and just takes out like his entire health bar. We try to do that on all the bosses that we can, but it doesn't work on all of them.
Personally, I think this is my favorite stage.
Imagine picking the RNG stage as your favorite stage.
Dude, if you execute this right, it's like...
Yeah, but it's RNG. Oof.
I don't know about that, man.
I do. I definitely do. All the Storm Eagles that are coming out of that charge shot that I did, their placement is completely RNG. Every single time you shoot it, it's RNG where they go. And if you play on normal, it's also RNG where the donuts shoot. They don't even shoot on easy. But on normal and extreme, they shoot whenever and wherever they want. So they can just shoot you out of the animation. So then you have like 3 times the RNG. This stage is like the main reason I like easy over normal.
About to say, I'm gonna end up real flat like you did. Just a little bit lower, I would have been caught by the lava.
No, I know what I'm doing. Also, I didn't do a dash jump. I still had an air dash. If I was low, I could have air dashed. So, this is like X's version of Guard Shell, kind of. This is Majinion's weapon. Every single boss in the game is weak to it. Like, this guy has a weakness, like an actual weakness, but this one literally does the exact same damage output as it. Oh, okay. I bumped it again. Yeah, I think there's like 3 or 4 bosses. What? Am I like high pitched or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, for a minute there, I thought you were about to, like, boost me.
No, I bumped the mic again. I bumped it.
Okay, it gave out the and I was like, oh no. Man's about to leave again. He's not gonna show up.
Alright, this stage is the other RNG stage. So, if anyone likes Tetris, then learn this. Oh, whoa, okay, or Alia. I didn't mean to hit C down. Oh my god. Please. Okay.
Yeah, at the beginning there is where typically most people do the Insui-san glitch.
Oh yeah, I didn't even explain. Yeah, I'm invincible again because I did the Insui-san glitch. I don't even know if I explained what that is. So like the weapon you get from Turtloid, if you just cancel it, you'll just have infinite iframes until you do something that cancels it again or whatever. So like the reason is because during the animation they don't want it to be like cut off. So you're just invincible while the animation happens, and then your iframes restart after it's done. So if you just cut off the animation, then your iframes don't end until you like go through a door or Giga Attack or Insui-san again. Insui-san is the spinny move. It's like down R2.
Oh no.
No, I didn't get it. If you press dash at the right time in that room, you can like zip through this one. It's really weird. Oh, good doggo. Very good doggo.
Yeah, if you full
Slid
rocket
right
to
in.
the rim, you'll...
Yeah, full rocket is slow. I was going for the half rocket.
I know, but if you full... There's a potential chance, though, if you do full rocket, though, you could just bounce like a goddamn, like...
Oh, yeah,
ball.
you bounce off the wall. Yeah, I've seen that before. I thought you were gonna say you, like, clip through the wall or something.
Yeah. What's that thing?
Okay, so this stage coming up is supposed to be, like, the worst stage in, like, Mega Man anything ever. But instead it's really based, because I can just skip all of it. I think this was found in, like, 2012 by some Japanese runners. But it's really old at this point.
Pretty much, he's gonna use what he just does with Wolfgang and, like, crush himself to get crush frames.
Yeah, so here's a little platform thing, but instead I'm just gonna dash inside of it and then skip
Yeah.
all the teleporters.
It's way more harder to do if you're just unarmored. Like, it's way harder.
No, it's way easier. It's the opposite.
I'd say it's way more harder.
Well, if you just have hyperdash, it's free. Without hyperdash, it's impossible. With hyperdash and jumper, it's kind of awkward, but it's not that hard still. You just have to know the lineups. There's visual cues for where to stand. Yeah, so again, this guy, weak to something that's not his weakness, or whatever. And that's the 8 maps. 25 8 maps is really solid. This is a pretty good run so far.
25-30?
Yep.
Not bad. It's daylight outside.
Yeah, so that stage is supposed to be like 4 or 5 minutes if you go through all the teleporters, but by skipping all of that, it's literally 20 seconds. So, very cool game. Very cool.
20 seconds of fun.
Neck. So these are the SIG stages. They're fun. Not really. More RNG time.
Ready?
Nope.
Alright. So
these jumps are easy if you don't mess them up. Easy.
The boss of this stage is gonna be literally one of the worst.
RNG hell, yeah.
Yeah.
The first of many to come.
Not very fun. Something I really should actually point out in this game. As soon as 8-bit gets into this door, for some weird reason in an XLC2, the fire is textured.
So like if you see when the fire comes up how it like slowly moves, it changes like every like I don't know however many frames, but on XLC it changes animation literally every frame, so it's like fidgeting constantly and it looks really ridiculous. I mean it doesn't matter though, it's just the animation is buggy.
Also, be sure not to.
I'm going for a swim.
Jump into the lava.
I'm going for a swim.
Oh yeah, dude.
No, I got it first try, easy.
In that room right there too, like before, you could also, if you jump into, you think the lava shouldn't touch you, but if the lava
okay,
touches you,
ooh. I was slipping around there for a sec. That was getting freaky.
taking a swim, dude.
Yeah, I was just taking a nice swim.
Alright. Not near mother, bruh.
So, NM is pretty hated. A lot of people just stopped right here when they played this game casually. Pretty understandable. Ooh. See, look how easily you can dodge this shit from the middle. You gotta whip out these strats. Alright, easy 2-cycle. Perfect RNG. GG.
Alright.
I'm actually only plus 10 on my splits, by the way.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez. I have 12 seconds to save in this stage. Don't worry, world record is not happening. Gate hates me.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Oh no, Deathline, no!
And don't worry, I'll choke it anyway. Okay.
Yeah, so this stage is neat because we gotta do some cool stuff. And what I mean by cool stuff, I mean you literally don't want to spawn like this totem pole.
Okay. Yeah, basically you just do movement in a specific way to make sure that the first totem doesn't spawn and that the second one does.
Shoutouts to Cyber for jumping when a dash was fun.
Or dashing. In a dash this
Yeah.
Or no, it was Speedster. She should have just climbed the ladder. Yeah, that's a good clip.
Yeah, so the gimmick of this fight pretty much is destroy his shields and then he'll pull out his balls, which we saw in the beginning of the intro stage. We also call it the death spell.
Certain streamer who loves to say Despo. I wonder who.
Alright, here comes gate stage 3.
Okay, barely. Ooh, shit. I expect that pink guy to be alive. Or purple dude.
Oh god, oh man, I really did.
I hate when he's alive. It always gives me a heart attack. I'm like, oh, expect him to be dead, and he's right in my face.
Dude, you're doing a lot of things that are scaring me.
I'm just doing basic strats right now. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not doing anything special.
I know, but like the way this stuff looks like it scares me because I play it more safe here.
Yeah, I'm doing safe strats. I have no idea what you're talking about.
These are not safe strats.
I mean, it would be very obvious if I wasn't going for safe strats because I'd be dead right now. I'd be redoing that crusher because I would have went for the other cycle skip. Okay, so plus 1.3. I have 1.9 to save on gate. Okay, wait. What? No.
What? No. No. No.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's a way to consistently get in Suizon glitch there, but I'm really terrible at it, so I go for this safe strat called 50-50, and I hit the wrong 50. It's a 50-50 whether you don't get in Suizon glitch, or whether you get it or nothing happens, and nothing happened twice in a row, so yeah. The blue ball is the one that you can get in Suizon glitch off of. All the others are worthless. The only way I can attack him is by hitting his balls back at him, so. Oh my dear god.
Imagine if you did hit the 50-50 though.
Again, he would have been a jerk. I wouldn't have saved any time anyway.
Oh god, okay.
See? There we go.
Yeah, and then as you can tell too, Gate can either be cool, or you know, Gate can just sit there and just spam.
Mate!
Sokoka!
Mate! Mate! I'm waiting.
Like 5 minutes.
I'm waiting. Oh, jeez. One shield.
Basically, if you played X4 in general, was
2.
basically the gatekeeper of the game. And X6
3.
is literally the gatekeeper.
Yeah, he's called Gate for a good reason. 4. Oh, jeez. Come on. 4. 5?
The gate you from getting that one. Haha.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, I've lost a minute now. Come on. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Oh my god. 11.
This dude is not playing this.
12. Okay, finally. No, Gate is like that 99% of the time. Gate is very rarely ever nice.
Nice is where you get blue ball, you get the...
You get blue ball. Well, I mean, the thing is like, it doesn't even matter if like blue ball helps and all, but all I want is him to just give me balls nonstop. That's what like I mainly want. So if I never get a blue ball, but he gives me like balls constantly, I would prefer that over blue ball any day. Like, it's really just about how often he gives you the balls. Imagine actually having a good gate. Yeah, I know, my PB has one. That's why I can't ever PB again. Alright. Perfect. Nice. So that's Nova kill. That's RNG whether he does that or not. So like when he stops spitting, that means he's charging up for his like Nova attack, which he just like flies across the screen. And right before he does that, his hitbox changes, and when he does that, he's suddenly vulnerable to guard shell. So I just whip it out and kill him in like 3 seconds. But he can also just keep spitting balls, and I just keep hitting him with Sensui's on. Either of those two patterns are really good. Sucks when you have to dive down to the lava. Bad RNG both times. Rude. I could not get health, but why not? It's a marathon. Run's already dead anyway.
Did you do the thing different?
Do what? No, I did the same I always do. Beat next to Wolfang Mark, then go down to Majin and work up. Alright, Metal Man. Even Sheldon is no match for his own garbage broken weapon. Can I even... I'll go for the scare quick kill, but I might die. We'll see. We'll see. If I go for it twice, I'm dead. I think I can get away with failing it once, though, and just do the old method if I don't get it first try. If I get it first try, though, or if I get the frame perfect, I'm going straight to MSP. Oh, no, he did kill me. Damn. That was 1 frame late. That sucks.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I thought I could survive that, but my bad. Wow, it was extra late. What? Wow, that was horrible. Basically, if you get him to turn around, well, the whole goal is when he starts moving, his iframes ramp up slowly, so you get him to turn around, that way he starts moving again. And while he starts moving, you just Z-Buster at the right frame, and it'll kill him instantly. The reason I slash and take damage and then Suizan is just for a setup. It doesn't actually help. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're not having to run in your life, dude.
Of course not. I lost a minute and a half to gate.
Oh, yeah, I feel that. That bat placement, though, that's right there, it sucks.
It's a jerk on normal mode.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine.
Well,
Alright,
like,
so
right where you
this is
land,
right.
there's a pink guy on normal, too. So you can't even, like, shoot it. Or the whatever the purple puncher dudes are called. I don't know. I always call them pinkies, because they remind me of the pinkies from Doom. But,
Yeah, so we over here beating Hobo Sigma.
yeah, Sig is nice to me. He can cough and spit and jump and do whatever, but he was nice. Alright, so this, 1, time is coming up very soon. 2, this fight is like the epitome of X6, so it's pretty funny. That's the final boss. So not only does he look hard, but he's also extremely easy. Also, I can use Guard Shell and also get in Suizan Glitch. All at the exact same time. So, very cool. Now I just have to wait for him to open his mouth. Get away. The platform can shove you into him. Okay, we're good. Time. Ooh. The platform is freaking me out. The platform can shove you into him and instantly kill you. It looked like he was about to do that, so it's sketching me out.
13.
Yeah, 44-13. It's pretty trash.
Shut up. Just die.
Yeah, Zero's very edgy.
Yeah,
Just
no,
like most Mega Man characters.
Yeah, he became really edgy in this game.
Yeah, he became a necromancer. I mean, that's pretty edgy, to be frank.
And then X6 just this ending of X6 for Zero pretty much is the...
Oh yeah, it's the game never happened ending. It's pretty solid. They're like, hey Zero, just go to bed. We'll wake you up when the Zero series starts, okay? And then like 2 minutes later, they're like, yo, it's X7 time. He's like, ah, shit.
And then some people are just like, well, no, this happens after X.
Okay. I appreciate y'all letting me on. I know the computer stuff was really obnoxious. I'm glad my computer actually booted up and that I could do this run. Most of the run was pretty good until Gate. So I'm pretty happy with this, I guess. But yeah, that's all. That is Mega Man X6, all stages, easy moto.
Yeah, dude, I'm jamming.
I'm not. I hate this. This song sucks.
Would you rather have this or the rock music that's the XLC?
Alright, well, that's an easy choice.
Because I'd rather not have the rock music. Rock music sounds like something you hear in the disco. Which
Okay.
is not really, it's not really rock.
I hate you. Okay. This is a good chat user. Thank you, Chrome, for a name. Thank you for the good chat message. Thanks so much.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
GLGL to everyone else playing games. Speedrunning's hard. Don't mess up like me.
Don't have your computer blue screen.
It's 16 times. No, for 2 hours.
I mean, don't have.